PUBG, a massive 100 player battle royale game in your Tesla Model 3. How's that even possible? Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another Tesla vlog with me, Adam Wellinformed. Today I've got something super exciting to show you. I've managed to merge my favourite hobby of mine with my Tesla Model 3. I didn't think it would be compatible or even possible, but I'm talking about playing console games in your Tesla Model 3. Naturally, I haven't tested it, but I see no reason why it wouldn't work in a Tesla Model Y, S or X. You may already be familiar with the Model 3 and how it already has a host of pre-installed games to play, with some requiring controller input and some touchscreen compatible. These are already easily accessible, free and located under the entertainment section of the car. These are primarily arcadey, mobile-based style games. New games are being frequently released, but only when Tesla decide to push a new game with their software updates. Therefore, there is no other legitimate way to download any other game onto the Model 3 or Y. Also, I thought, I'm not talking about downloading, but streaming games. Just like how you're watching this YouTube video now. You have not downloaded it, but watching it on demand. Well, it's possible to do that, but with video games, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do, but also how it plays, what games you can play, and when you would use it. Before I get into it, please can you do me a favour, hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps promote my video so even more people can enjoy my content, especially if you think it's awesome. So if you've been neglecting your Tesla news intake over the past month, there was a new Model S and X refresh announced. Without listing all the changes to it, I just wanted to highlight how awesome the interior is, but how it's capable of playing The Witcher 3, a massive open world graphic demanding game that you'd usually find on PC, PlayStation or Xbox. Elon even tweeted that you could play Cyberpunk 2077 in the new Model S and X. So it got me thinking, how are they doing this? These games would need some serious hard drive space, especially if they had even more unannounced games scheduled. It's either they will have a large capacity hard drive or they would implement some sort of streaming solution. That's when I came across this platform. So before I give you details on the platform, how much it will cost and the problems, it makes sense for me to show you some gameplay so you can get a real taster of what you could have. So I'm going to load up F1 2020 in its full glory on my Tesla Model 3. Whilst it's loading, I'll talk about my passion for video games. So I've played on all the PlayStations, Game Boys, Nintendo Wii, and committed time to PC games over my lifetime. I've played such a wide spectrum of different games, from a classic such as Spyro to Unreal Tournament. Even as a family man, the passion never really burns away, just the available time that you can commit fades. All you gaming mums and dads out there probably understand what I mean. So when the kids and the wife are asleep, I generally load up a bit of Call of Duty Warzone or PUBG just to wind down my day too. So here in F1 2020, just loaded up a random race. I want you to watch and listen to the audio. So I'll stop talking for a small chunk. So I have the Standard Range Plus Model 3, which has one less speaker than its premium interior superiors. But even so, the sound system is the best I've ever owned for any car that I've had. Playing a console game with 5 or so speakers dotted all the way around the car, how immersive is that? The gameplay is a little jumpy and laggy, but that is down to my internet connection. So please take it with a pinch of salt, as I will go in depth on how to get better gameplay later in the video. Before I go in depth about that, I also want to show you one more thing that simply blows my mind about this setup. PUBG, a massive 100 player battle royale game in your Tesla Model 3. How's that even possible? So if you know this game, you need to manually find a game in the menu. And as you can see, it does this super quick, as you'd hope it would do. I've not sped this up in any way. This is some pre-lobby footage. Pretty standard stuff, so let's jump into some action. Jumping out of the plane, Here I'm following my squad. And then at the end, I decide to take it off follow squad and land on my own spot. So this is real gameplay footage here. I'm showing you the input of me jumping, and it's not simply just a video. If you listen very carefully, you can even hear me pressing the button on a controller. Again, as you're watching this, you're probably noticing it's not the smoothest of gameplay, and I'm going to drop you a massive spoiler alert here. I get downed even without even a chance to respond. So let's discuss how I'm actually playing this in the first place. So as I mentioned earlier, the games are being streamed, and I've not downloaded them on a non-existent app store or downloaded them illegitimately. I've used the streaming platform Stadia provided by Google. Here we can access loads of mainstream games, even the mighty Cyberpunk 2077, and it is available to play in all its full glory. That's pretty much a brand new game available to play at your fingertips. You've also got Star Wars, Marvel Avengers, Grid, Tom Clancy, Hitman, Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, Destiny 2, NBA, PGA Tour, the list goes on and on. Surely a game you'd like to play is on this platform. How I access this is via the Tesla web browser, and using a Google Stadia controller that I purchased via Facebook Marketplace. The controller is like any other controller really, has a USB-C slot at the back and a headphone jack at the bottom of the controller. So in theory, you can plug in a headset into the bottom of the controller and talk to your friends online where applicable. If you want to know where you can purchase one of these, I'll leave a link in the description. So Google Stadia can run on almost any device, primarily that it covers PC, Mac, smartphones, TV, and now Teslas unofficially. So the idea is that you can game pretty much anywhere so long as you have a good, stable internet connection. Just take your gaming controller and hook it up to any of your devices in seconds and play where you last left off, all without waiting for installs or updates. If you want to play on your TV, you need a Chromecast Ultra, potentially, and again I'll link you to what I'm talking about in the description so you can read up on that or buy it should you wish to. So how much is Stadia? It can be accessed for free and you can purchase full games at your own leisure, or you can do what I did and go for the Stadia Pro plan. It's £8.99 a month or $10 a month in the US. That then grants you access to a pool of games for free, and new games are then released monthly. Plus you also get £10 or $10 credit against any of the games that you want to purchase as a bonus. So if there is that one game that you want now but isn't on the Pro selection, you've got some discount towards that. There is a 1 month free trial widely available at present, so you can try the service for free and then cancel before the end of the trial period and not pay anything towards the service. Or in my case, I got 3 months free for being part of Google One. So how do you register? Once I got my controller, I signed up to Stadia Pro plan on my MacBook. There was 6 easy steps: confirming agreements, requesting your unique username for your online gaming, picking an avatar, etc. Really easy, but to make life easier, you want to do this on a Google Chrome browser. Here you can then link the controller via the USB-C cable and then start playing on your PC or MacBook or whatever device that you've got. The controller does have Bluetooth, but I really didn't venture with that. It worked really well on my MacBook whilst I plugged that in via the USB-C cable. The cable you get is a USB-A to C cable, so you may need an adapter if you're playing on a MacBook like I was. So I know some of you are thinking, Adam, when or where are you actually going to play this? Well, I have a few ideas of when I'd pull this out of the bag. If I was on a long road trip and I needed to supercharge for 30-40 minutes, I'll probably want to grab a coffee, jump into a game of PUBG or something. Another favourite of mine would be if my wife insists that she wants to go shopping. I'll play the I'll wait in the car card, and then when she's gone, I'll whip out the controller and start playing. Or even just entertaining the kids in the car just gives you another entertaining option for them. So what sort of problems did I encounter? As it is a streaming service, it is heavily reliant on your internet connection. They recommend a minimum of 10 megabits per second for a start. Even in this video, you can see that they tell you to use an Ethernet cable where possible, but that's not really possible in Tesla. When I was recording this, I had around 13 megabits of internet speed available, and that's for all the gameplay presentations that you can see. I tried using my Wi-Fi, the car's 4G LTE network, and tethered from my 4G on my mobile to the car, but it all seemed to yield a very similar internet speed, which really threw me off. You could see the games were playable, but they were also laggy to the point where the games were not truly immersive in my eyes. But I reckon if I got into a 5G area or got a better Wi-Fi signal, the lag would be virtually non-existent to bearable. So I'll keep testing it over the next few months and hope that I'd actually crack it. But my point to you is that there's going to be a smallish window of this unofficial service being available for it to work in its full glory. Secretly, I'm hoping we can get a more official route from Tesla. So if you're watching Tesla, this will make a great entertainment app for easy access, but more importantly, it may just make that experience a little bit more reliable. The second issue is the browser, but it's one that does have a fix. You only get access to Google Stadia via the Tesla browser, and therefore, you only get part of the screen to play on. You may prefer it this way, as you do get access to heating controls, etc., but you are also missing part of the full screen experience. Here is the difference between the part of the screen and having full screen. To get the full screen version, what you're going to need to do is open the YouTube app on your Tesla. Then search YouTube Google, and that's YouTube with a U. And you want to click on this video and then click on the Google URL link in the description of the video. This then brings you up a browser, but it actually utilizes the full screen this time rather than part of the screen. From then on, you can then search for Stadia and play on it once you've signed into Google. If you're already signed into Google, then it will automatically be available to play games straight away once you search Stadia. The final problem that you may come across is a Google sign-in issue. If you can't sign into Google and you get this horrible and deeply frustrating error, don't panic, because I posted a video on this last week on how to fix that with a brand new solution. Take a look at that video on the screen and I can tell you how to fix that issue. So what is my conclusion? I think if you're a gamer, you will absolutely love this, but do take it with a pinch of salt. The experience is not flawless at present and sometimes frustrating, but to have the capability in the first place is widely welcomed by me, but also demonstrates the ability of the car and what capabilities are available even with today's Model 3 and Y. We will see the gaming capabilities taken to a new level with the new Model S and X, and this video only scratches the surface of what is possible with just today's technology. And that's it. Now you've been informed on how you can expand your gaming entertainment in your Tesla. I'm going to sign off the video here, but I am going to leave you with some stunning footage of Destiny 2 and Hitman at the end of the video. If you're interested, you can stay tuned to the end of the video. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. I really enjoy doing these Tesla vlogs and the support is hugely welcomed. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.